goeth. So I need not say, lay the smack down on your goof ass. You don't.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So I just definitely had to hop on this immediately, fam. As y'all all may be aware of, Joe Biden indeed is withdrawing from the election. Now, before I play this little live stream of ABC News, I just want to get my little stance on the situation. And yo, shout out to Joe Biden for just like keeping it a band, because I'm a humanitarian at the end of the fucking day, bro. Like, he looks bad. He up there talking incoherent speeches, words slurring, words slurring. And here I am slurring my damn words. But it's funny how shit work out. You know, how everything just comes to the surface and we see certain shit go down. Like, bro, it's so much shit going on with the DNC, the Democratic National, Convention or whatever. Like, with these people, the whole Democratic Party is just like in chaos right now. Now, let me go ahead and get my preface on this shit. When it comes to the Democratic Convention and the Democratic nominee, with Biden withdrawn from the seat, he stepped down. He said, bro, I ain't fucking with it no more, because it's too much on him. It's too much on Joe. And respect to him for actually doing that shit. He know he wasn't in a position to lead no fucking way. And it's not even Joe Biden. It's the people around him that's calling the shots. And he's just the seed. He's just the figurehead. So when it's all said and done, folks, he did the right thing. Even he knows, like, bro, nah, we ain't finna do this no more. Because it ain't no way that the Democrats gonna win this party, bro. Trump got too much fucking momentum, bro. You got motherfuckers switching over from being Democratic to supporting Trump, bro. Like, and the fact that everybody's focused on the Democratic nominee to be Kamala is crazy. Let's not forget what this bitch did in California when she was a prosecutor. All of those wrongful fucking judgments on those black brothers back in California, wrongful convictions and all of that shit. She's not for our black people. Once again, let me say this clearly. Fam. Fuck Kamala Harris, bro. Fuck that bitch. Fuck her, bro. When Joe Biden got in office and she was on the seat for the running mate and everything, she was trying to get black people to get out and vote. Yeah, but we gonna do this, black people, this, that, and the third. Black. But then, day one, she went silent. You never heard from that bitch again. Until recently. And even now, you know what I'm saying? You know she ain't got her shit together. It's all coming to a fucking end, bro. It's all coming to a fucking close. And we all can see that. But let me just play a little snippet of this ABC News and see what they talking about here.
Joe Biden's historic decision to bow out of the race tonight. Attack. Trump, who just days ago pledged to unify the country, blasting Biden as the worst president by far in the history of our nation.
Facts.
Whoever the left puts up now will just be more of the same. It was just over a week ago, after the attempt on Trump's life, that Trump and Biden shared what both men described as a good, respectful...
And bro, you see this bitch right here with her camera phone up right below the Trump sign. Right under the P, on the right-hand side of the Trump sign. She had the fucking Biden sign up. She was holding that motherfucker up, and everybody done seen the video already. I ain't gotta sit here and go through it. You can go look it up yourself. She recording the shit. She was probably in on the shit. More than likely, bro, she was probably one of the henchmen from the CIA that was dressed up as a fucking mole. Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? So that whoever the fuck the CIA put on a mission to pretty much prop him up to try to take Trump out, could have a clear visual of where to shoot. He let off so many shots. He left probably about like 3-4 shots. You heard probably like 5 or 6 shots he let off, and one grazed his ear. Thank God he didn't get hit, fam. Like, you cannot stop this motherfucking momentum, fam. All of the shit Trump been through, bro. Like, you gotta really sit back and think about all of these motherfucking convictions and shit, and he's still able to run, bro. They ain't got nothing against him. That's what I'm saying. Like when you stand in your truth and all your actions prove what the fuck you about. Fuck what the media got to say. You can't thwart what a man's been doing and what he's been proving. And you got people that's still so fucking delusional. I've seen a couple of motherfucking Facebook posts of these motherfuckers that's older than me calling Amber Rose a coon and minstrel, you know what I'm saying, calling them minstrels and shit, all the black people that support Trump. And it's like, bitch, you don't even know what the fuck going on. You don't know shit about politics, but you trying to sit here and talk crazy and throw these little passive shots. I mean, talk your shit. You got the freedom to do that, so I can't knock you for that. But when it's all said and done, fam, it's showing clear as fucking day that you're not even bothering to do any research. You're just waiting on the news to tell you what the fuck Trump is doing and what he about, and wait for them to show certain snippets without actually seeing the full fucking clip of what he's saying in the context of why he's saying what he's saying. It's too much of that. Like Amber Rose was up there saying that speech. That's pretty much the situation that I came to the conclusion to as well. Like at first I'm listening to the media, oh, Trump ain't shit, Trump, you know what I'm saying? Trump's bad, all this, that, and the third. But then despite all of that, that inner voice in me was like, bro, he's not as bad as everybody making him out to be, bro. Because every time I seen him talk and shit and sitting up there saying his speech, I'm just like, bro, this nigga ain't bad, bro. He not the bad guy, bro. He's up there talking this shit. He ain't got no teleprompter in front of him. He just speaking off of the dome. But everybody else around him got teleprompters, got preppers and shit. Obama, his whole 8 years of administration, no one ever questioned why is he using a teleprompter at every speech. The only motherfucker that challenged that shit was Donald Trump, nigga. The only motherfucker that challenged that was Donald Trump. And I wasn't even paying attention to that shit. I'm like, well, maybe he just, you know, got to get that shit. But then I really looked at shit. I'm like, bro, that really don't make no sense. How the fuck is you a president? And every time you get up there to say a speech, you need a teleprompter. Ain't no other president in history ever had no shit like that but Barack Obama. And this motherfucker was exposing this shit back in 2012 before he ran for the Democratic Party in 2016. But outside of that, dog, I'm glad Joe Biden is stepping down. I'm glad he volunteered to step down. That says a lot. God is working through everything and everybody right now to bring justice to the people, fam. And if y'all can't see that shit, I don't know what to tell you, bro. But it's a beautiful thing. I thank Joe Biden for actually taking the initiative to step down, because we all can see, obviously, he's not meant to lead. He never was from the fucking beginning. Back when he was running as a fucking running mate, the vice president with Obama, he seemed like he was, you know, coherent. You know what I'm saying? He was able to speak. You never heard no like slurs or anything like that in his word, and he was real fucking like cordial. He was on top. But as soon as he started running for president recently in 2020, it's like, bro, something ain't right, bro. He clearly bogged the fuck down, and whatever the fuck he did in the past is catching up with his ass. But for whatever reason, because of that weak ass fucking election shit with the mail-in ballots, that's how he was able to get in, because they pretty much cheated him. They pretty much cheated Trump. He got in on some bullshit. Motherfuckers could have been voting for Trump, and they fucked around and probably switched the shit up and said, well, if you vote for Trump, you're going to actually vote for Biden. They had an episode on The Simpsons about that shit. I think it was Obama, Mitt Romney shit or some shit like that. He's like, oh, I want to vote for Obama. And it was saying, oh, you voted for Mitt Romney or some shit like that. When Homer was up in that booth. Y'all remember. But it's like, bro, that's pretty much the telling tale of what the fuck is going on now. Like, a mail-in ballot, you got dead people on ballots voting for Biden. How'd that happen? Fuck out of here. That's what the pandemic was about. The pandemic was essentially to bring Trump's reign as the president to an end. That's how they did that shit. They just said, fuck it, we finna plan a whole global pandemic, because Trump was going over to these different countries making peace offerings and all of that other shit and making deals with these other countries, motherfuckers in China, motherfuckers in North Korea, all over the planet, bro. Putin in Russia, all of that shit. And they didn't like that, because he was really starting to make some shit fair and balanced, and it was like it was working out for everybody, including us, especially us. That's what goes to show you how a businessman works versus a fucking politician that's getting pushed by the bankers, nigga. That's how that shit works. But let's continue.
Chat, Biden calling his rival.
I spoke with him last night. I'm grateful. He's doing well, and Jill and I keep him and his family in our prayers.
Tonight, Trump declaring Biden was not fit to run for president and is certainly not fit
not.
to serve. And now some of the nation's top Republicans following Trump's lead, calling on Biden to resign from office. House Speaker Mike Johnson saying if Joe Biden is not fit to run for president, he is not fit to serve as president. He must resign the office immediately. The Trump campaign now having to shift course, though they've been preparing for weeks.
And this weak ass bitch Kamala, she got a whole track record of how she did her own people bogus. And then try to get up there talking about black power. That's how you ride the wave. That's how you get motherfuckers to side with you. All you do is gotta fucking catch the right momentum, make a campaign ad with the right music, the right visuals and shit, and just highlight a few fucking things that ain't even true and put that shit up in your videos, and now all of a sudden you convincing millions of people to vote for Biden. Fuck out of here. And I believe, honestly, if they did the mail-in ballots on some Honest John shit, Trump still would have won. But they played the fuck out of it. If you look at the results when the polls closed at 8 o'clock, back when we had the fucking election, it was like, oh, okay, we gotta have time to look at the other ballots, the mail-in ballots, to see what happened. And all of them motherfuckers spiked upward in favor of Biden. It's the reason why. That was all a fucking stage. The pandemic was literally to get Trump out of office and to fuck the economy up more. But you see what Donald Trump planning to do day one. He trying to get motherfuckers up out of here. All of these motherfucking psych ward patients and motherfucking criminals that's coming in from overseas and across the border. He pretty much trying to get all of these motherfuckers up out of here because they ain't supposed to be here. They bring down the economy. They bring down the economy, fam. Let's continue.
The Trump campaign now having to shift course, though they've been preparing for weeks. Trump polling the crowd in Michigan yesterday.
So who would you like to most run against if you're us, if we want to win? Ready? Kamala Harris.
Fuck no.
Crooked Joe Biden.
Lose. Fuck you talking about?
I don't think we have to go too much further.
The Republican National Committee already out with an ad attacking Vice President Harris, though she's not yet the Democratic nominee.
Warning. The following may upset liberals who don't want voters to know the truth about Kamala Harris.
And tonight, Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, bluntly saying, Joe Biden has been the worst president in my lifetime, and Kamala Harris has been right there with him every step of the way. She owns all of these failures.
So let's
Pretty
bring in
much.
Rachel Scott for our primetime special tonight. Rachel, you've been covering this race for president. You've been out there at the Trump rallies. You were there for that awful rally in Butler, Pennsylvania that we watched transpire in the last week and a half. Let me ask you, the Trump campaign, former President Trump, were they actually hoping that the candidate they'd be
Fine
running
ass
against
sister,
would be
look it up.
President Biden?
Absolutely, David. This was a curveball that they were certainly preparing for, but this is not a curveball that they wanted. Given all the questions about President Biden's age, his mental fitness, also that debate performance, they thought that Donald Trump was best suited against President Biden. Now they are sort of scrambling, trying to readjust to it possibly being Vice President Kamala Harris. Big questions ahead on whether or not we see possibly Harris, if she is the Democratic nominee, face off against former President Donald Trump on that debate stage. A reminder here that Harris is a former prosecutor, David.
She is a prosecutor. I know Democrats who have supported her.
Now you notice how she brought up that Kamala was a former prosecutor. She's saying that for a fucking reason, bro. She know what's up with her fine ass. She know exactly what's up, folks. A prosecutor did our own people wrong. Why the fuck would you want her in office? Just imagine what's gonna happen with the police and all of the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, not necessarily policing. I can't put that specifically on the presidency. No. But the fact that Joe Biden back in 94 with the crime bill and shit with Bill Clinton, but everybody trying to give Bill Clinton praise. Oh, because he played the saxophone on Arsenio Hall. Shut your goof ass up, nigga. Because he played the saxophone on Arsenio Hall, now you giving him a pass, bro? What? Fuck out of here, bro. He passed the crime bill. Him, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, and a couple other motherfuckers passed on a 94 crime bill. And you got Kamala Harris prosecuting brothers wrongfully, giving them jail time that they didn't fucking deserve. At the end of the fucking day, God is doing his work through the people, and I see that shit. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful time to live in, fam. It's all turning around. I definitely see it.
Publicly already have pointed to her time as Attorney General in California, her time on the Senate Judiciary Committee, and say she would be a formidable opponent, at least on a debate stage. The former president tonight indicating that perhaps the debate he's not necessarily going to show up for. I don't want to speak for him, but there have been some hints at that tonight, so we'll have to see if there is a debate, if she is the nominee. The two of them will meet on the debate stage. Of course, there's one planned for ABC. We'd love to see it still play out.
Bro, if they fuck around and debate, bro, not Joe, Trump finna tear her ass loose. Fuck you talking about? Finna tear that bitch a new one. Fuck you talking about? Like, bro, it's not even gonna be close. I don't give a fuck, because I already know Kamala gonna try to pull that emotional string shit, and it's not gonna work. People gonna start booing her and shit. Probably. If they have a debate on stage in front of a live audience, bro, I would not be surprised if they start booing Kamala, bro. It's gonna happen, bro. If she's the nominee. If. More than likely, bro, everybody's trying to push her. You see the media's trying to push Kamala to be the motherfucker to step up. She don't want to step up because she knows she's full of shit. She gonna get exposed, just like Joe got exposed. So, I mean, it's curtains.
We'll
it's
wait and
curtains.
see in the coming weeks and months. But in the meantime, what is their playbook if the nominee is Kamala Harris at the end of this convention?
They're going to focus in on really what she concentrated on during this administration. So attacking her specifically on the border. She was sort of in the lead of heading up the situation addressing the migrant crisis at the border. So expect a lot of attacks on immigration, but also on the Democratic side. Remember, Harris is the leading voice on the issue of abortion rights. And that's why Democrats also feel like she'll be very effective on this issue, an issue they hope defines this election in November.
And she's
But at the end of the day, bro, like, that's not a strong standing point to try to win a fucking election. We talking about abortions and shit, bro. Hey, chill out. Don't nobody give no fuck about that. No one gives a fuck about that. But she's revealing, ultimately, what's really going on. If y'all listening and paying attention to what's actually being said, like, why the fuck are we worried about abortions when the economy going to shit? Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Y'all don't, look. Your body, your choice at the end of the fucking day. If certain laws want to outrule that shit and say that, oh, we got to deal with it, well, shit. It's a lot of shit that go into that, too. It's like, it's a certain amount of time that you have for the abortion. They're not trying to say that you can't get one. Some states may outrule it straight out like you can't get one, but that doesn't make any fucking sense. But the beautiful thing about living in the United States is you can go to another state and take care of that, if possible. You know, you shouldn't have to do that. But ultimately, going back to what I was saying, if it ain't no rape case, obviously, if it was that case, that should be mandatory. Like, obviously, that was a bogus act that took place. Why the fuck would you want the woman to suffer through some shit like that? And then have her emotions tied to a baby that is crazy as fuck to even think about. But at the end of the fucking day, dude, wrap it up. If you got free will, if that motherfucker if he didn't hold you against your will, you got the choice. You got rubbers, you got contraceptives. You ain't even got to take no shots and no pills, because I know that shit can fuck up y'all fertility too. Like, what? Tell the nigga to wrap it up. Understand the consequences after that. Don't let your lust take over, fam, and really understand the consequences of this action. That's what we all need to reflect on. But let's continue.
He's a stark contrast with the running mate chosen by Donald Trump, particularly when it comes to abortion rights. She's already been out on the campaign trail on that.
Absolutely. And when you look at Senator J.D. Vance, who is obviously serving as former Vice President Donald Trump's running mate, he has been very vague on what he supports in terms of abortion restrictions. We know that he has pushed back against the restrictions in his own state. He's even raised the possibility of Harris to...
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. She's trying to deflect some shit to try to keep motherfuckers focused on abortion. Hey, yo, fuck out of here. Come over here and get this dick. So I can give you a baby, bitch, before your time is up, before them eggs rot in you. Fuck you talking about. But let's go ahead and skip past her, though. She look good, but goddamn it, I think she might be a double agent type of motherfucker. I don't like that.
Many of them say to step aside will help energize the party in this sprint to the finish here in November. If the Vice President Kamala Harris prevails in this nomination process, of course, the question, as Rachel just mentioned, who will be her running mate? The Trump campaign waiting to try to figure out what that will look like. If she doesn't get the nomination, who would try to perhaps challenge her at the nomination as well?
See what I'm saying? Like, bro, this shit finna go down in like the next 5 months, bro. Wait, November is July. Next 3 months. Next 3 months, folks. July, we're in July right now. August, September, November. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They scrambling, bro. They ain't got no plan, bro. They gonna try to make some campaign ads, try to convince you to vote some other way. To vote for them, and if that don't work, guess what? Well, Joe Biden, he caught COVID. There's a new strain out. Watch what the fuck happen if that shit don't work. They gonna try to pull the COVID shit again. I bet my motherfucking life on it, bro. No bullshit.
Well, this is uncharted territory, so we asked our chief Washington correspondent, Jonathan Karl, to take a look.
She doesn't have a single pledged delegate yet, but Vice President Kamala Harris is quickly emerging as the presumptive Democratic nominee. Even before Harris made it official that she would be running to replace Biden at the top of the ticket, she had locked up key endorsements, starting with Biden himself and former President Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton.
Fuck both
Members
y'all.
of Congress quickly endorsing too.
It's in the interest of continuity, stability, and
Now, if we want to talk about minstrels and coons, this is the motherfucker right here. If you want to endorse them motherfuckers, bro, sit your goof ass down, little carpet burn, hairdo ass nigga. Looking like a microphone and shit. The 81st key on a Leslie looking ass nigga, man. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck is this nigga?
unity for the Democratic Party to clearly coalesce around Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee.
Including key figures in the House, the political
Lame ass
Congressional
nigga.
Black Caucus, and Jim Clyburn. Widely
Man,
seen
fuck
as the most
dude.
important endorsement Biden himself received
Goofy.
4 years ago.
You're fucking
And
goofy.
more than a dozen senators, some of the party's top donors too, many of them who had cut off support for
Y'all ain't
Biden,
putting up
have
as much
quickly
Trump and
come
his
out to
people. Fuck y'all
endorse
talking about.
Harris.
Y'all
But
ain't
again,
doing shit.
Kamala Harris doesn't have a single pledged delegate yet. Shortly after Biden
You ain't got enough
got out,
time.
DNC chairman Jamie Harrison declared that the party's process for picking his successor, quote, will be governed by established rules and procedures.
3 months, y'all ain't
It's
got enough
unclear if there
time,
will
bro.
be any major challenge to Harris, but attention is already turning to who she could choose as a running mate. Some of them potential contenders, including Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, Roy Cooper, governor of North Carolina.
Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, Democrat. Trump just so happened to get shot at a rally in Pennsylvania. Y'all put it together, folks. Come on now.
Phil Murphy, governor of New Jersey, Andy Beshear, governor of Kentucky, governor of Maryland, Wes Moore, governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, and Arizona Senator.
See what I'm saying? Governor of Illinois. Illinois is fucking horrible. You got people coming up here to Wisconsin strictly off the fact that it's too expensive to live in fucking Illinois. Damn if it's Chicago. Any surrounding area. Rockford, fucking Gurney. Any fucking where around that motherfucker. Schaumburg, nigga, it don't matter. Anywhere in Illinois, bro. This is a fucking law heavy state, bro. This is a sanctuary city too. You got all these migrants moving there, taking up all the money, and that's why they raising prices down there. That's why motherfuckers gotta relocate because of shit like that. See what I'm saying? It all comes together, bro. Full fucking circle of why shit is going on in certain cities. California governor. This motherfucker's a Democrat. Illinois governor. Tony Evers, he been quiet, but he's a Democrat too. But dude ain't shit, nigga. Fuck Tony Evers too with his ugly ass. Troll looking ass.
Mark Kelly. Also potentially on the list, Gretchen Whitmer from the battleground state of Michigan, who told George just days ago,
I think Michigan is always going to be a state that you can't take your eye off of. People in Michigan are good, hardworking people. We expect our leaders to be as good, if not better, and work just as hard, if not harder. And it's always going to be a close race.
Again, you're watching ABC News Live coverage tonight of President Biden's decision to step aside in this race for president. John Carl with me now. And of course, John, this assumes that she is able to fight and to win this nomination, this discussion of who she would pick as a running mate. But obviously, a lot of people are going there already. And I was curious, the list that you just presented for our viewers, Josh Shapiro, the governor of...
Nah, what was weird, bro, I know y'all seen that shit. Why was he snapping, doing all that other shit? He looked, bro, let's see what he got to say.
Pennsylvania, Roy Cooper from North Carolina, Mark Kelly from Arizona, Gretchen Whitmer from Michigan. No surprise there that we're talking about key battleground states with many of these names you just mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, you know, the running mate is not only about trying to win over one of those battleground states, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And it's notable that the Democrats have significant stars in their party in each of those battleground states you mentioned. But look, I think that you see how the entire dynamics of this race, David, have changed with Joe Biden getting out. And I see what you hear now from Democrats across the board is they are breathing a sigh of relief. They get to have a reset for this race. And on the Republican side, you can clearly see some anxiety, clearly in the statements you've heard today from Donald Trump himself. That unity tone, gone.
Man, fuck you. What the fuck, bro? See what I'm saying? They try to put that shit in your head because they know most of y'all motherfuckers that just rely on this, that you're not gonna go back and actually watch his rally and watch that whole video or watch a good portion of it to see what he's saying and try to understand what he's saying, versus taking some shit like from this goofy ass nigga to tell you what Trump says and how it sounds like. Oh, it sounds like anxiety. They're anxious. No, the fuck they not, bro. It's a landslide victory for Trump, and we all fucking know it, bro. Y'all need to stop trying, bro. You see how the news trying to flip shit to try to convince you, oh, vote Democratic. If you want to continue to live in this fucked up ass society where you can't even get a job because all your shit getting outsourced by motherfuckers in India or given to these illegal immigrants that's over here and shit, or these motherfuckers that came over here into these sanctuary cities. I said shitties. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. These sanctuary shitties, nigga, not cities. These sanctuary shitties coming over here and taking all this motherfucking resources, shit, giving grants, all that shit, while we sending money over to their country and shit. Bro, get the fuck out of here. I'm just gonna leave it here, fam. Just leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about what's going on here. I honestly see there's no motherfucking way in hell outside of a big ass ploy to try to bring in some type of shit like, oh, it's a new strain of virus out to shut shit down, to do another mail-in ballot vote. But the American people, bro, black, white, Asian, Indian, it don't matter, fam. We all see what the fuck going on. You can sit there and act dumb if you want to, but I'm trying to sit here and bring light to the situation so that y'all can actually see what the fuck going on, fam. But once again, leave your thoughts in the comments and check out militime.life for all y'all's look at health product needs. It's been real, and until next time, y'all take care, fam.
Miller time. Dropping dimes, let's go. Say we need not go, so I need not say. Lay the smack down on your goof ass, you don't bring my payment. Say you're looking for foundation, yeah? Can't be the case, bitch, you don't know your placement. Unless it's Zodiacs, no need to go to that. I throw your facts, think abstract, you just whack, you too old for that.